essentially, the zombies storyline, you start with Noct, like chronologically, I guess, in the maps, the way they come out. What happens is Ultimus, so, you know, the original crew, Nazi Richthofen and the boys, they go through their journey just as normal. So you go from Noct all the way till Moon. That's canon. Okay? Like, if you want, I can do a little more detail on what's like done from there to there. That's the formation of Group 935, of course, and then the Group 935 was made by Maxis and controlled by Maxis. Richthofen joined as a part of the Illuminati and joined Group 935 to act on their wills and things of that nature. So they started researching 115, which the element deposits were actually sent to the Earth by the Apothecans, if you didn't know that. At the start, at the very beginning, there was Dr. Monty, and there was the Aether, and they had the summoning key, and they were just keepers at that point. So the keepers were existing, and they found the dark Aether, and they're like, whoa, we want to experiment with this. We want to, you know, look into this. And they were corrupted. And those corrupted keepers became the Apothecan race. So there was the keepers versus the Apothecans, and the keepers won the first war and essentially exiled the dark Aether variant, so the fucking Apothecans. So essentially, picture this: the Shadow Man and Dr. Monty are in the ring, and they're just punching each other in the fucking face. And Dr. Monty just about knocks him the fuck out. And the Shadow Man and his crew are just like, bro, we gotta dip. So in a last-ditch effort to like secure their safety for the future, they sent a bunch of 115 out into different newly opened universes or newly discovered, and the Earth was one of those. So that's how we got 115. What ends up happening, Ultimus and everything, they go through, they blow up the moon, and that's kind of where Black Ops 2 picks up. Black Ops 2, then we meet the shit, what's their name? The Victus crew. And these boys, of course, you know, you got Marlton, and you got Misty, and you got Stuhlinger and Russman. And they are essentially just living in the post world from when the moon was blown up. Yeah. And that fucked up the Earth big time. And when Richthofen blew up the Earth with the boys, it severed Richthofen's connection to the Aether, so he couldn't control the zombies. Samantha was kind of just she wasn't around at this point. So Richthofen and Maxis are just trying to convince everyone on the Earth that they are the right guy to fight for and to do everything to their will. So what happens is they end up following Maxis. And at the very end, when you're doing the buried Easter egg and Maxis gets control, he's like, yo, I'm the good guy. And then he's like, JK, I'm gonna destroy the Earth and everyone is gonna burn for separating me and my daughter. Peace out, bitches. We out. So he does that and everything dies, obviously, right? Okay. So yeah, in Origins, Samantha, oh fuck, I'm dead. So anyways, Samantha sees that Maxis is just freaking the fuck out. That he's about to go apeshit and fuck around and destroy the world, yeah? So she's like, bro, this ain't cool. So she reaches out to the boys who are in Origins.
The staffs of the ancients were lost, but Father made copies. You can find them. You can get me out. You can open the gateway to Agartha.
And there was something that Richthofen did while he was essentially conducting experiments on the boys, so Takeo Dempsey and Nikolai, they were fucking around with the boys, doing experiments trying to see how 115 could unlock the brain and how to command people. And in doing that, he accidentally bound all 4 of their souls in one of his experiments. So in every single universe, Richtofen, Dempsey, Takio, and Nikolai are going to end up together at some point. So that's why they're all meeting at Origins. And Samantha reaches out to them. She's like, yo, my dad is going nuts. We gotta fix this shit. So you do the Origins Easter egg, and Samantha and Eddie are in the house. So this is where the Black Ops 3 universe comes into play. You got Dr. Monty and the kids are in the house. Then shit's starting to change a bit. You got the real cool Maxes there. And so then the events of BO3 unfold. You're essentially just trying to re-piece together the shit show that BO1 left behind. Well, first you go to the giant. Richtofen kills the other Richtofen. And then they have to secure the souls so that they have them in the summoning key. And so that they can be the kids. They take those souls and they turn them into the kids that are in the house. Does that make sense? So they collect everyone's souls. So obviously you got the giant. They do that. They get the summoning key from Shadows of Evil. So that's Richtofen getting that to capture the souls. And then Dries and Drak, you get Dempsey, Zetsubo, Takio, and then of course Grad Krovi rather. You get Nikolai. So you head to the house, and there's a brief intermission if you watch the cutscene for Zetsubo no Shima. As you're teleporting, like from the end of the boss fight, they say something about like teleporting away and then returning. That's when they go to Blood of the Dead to get the blood vials.
Yeah, I thought it was.
Okay, so they do that so that they can drink blood from a different universe that has since been closed off. They do that so that they have ensured their safety. That's their insurance policy. So that's when they get the blood vials. They've been drinking it, so it's, you know, imbued within their system, apparently. And they get to Revelations. And, of course, Dr. Monty, Shadow Man, they're doing their big dick swinging contest. And then Dr. Monty comes out on top, and he's like, oh, you guys weren't supposed to be here. Oh, this is horrible. This is going to make everything, you know, out of whack. You're putting the universe at risk. And he's like, unless, oh, you know what? I think that might just work. And then he sends them in a loop. So now Black Ops 3 is a loop. It's a continuous loop. They're just constantly going, saving their souls, drinking the blood, doing that. Enter Black Ops 4 zombies. We're trying to break the cycle because the cycle is just as bad. Dr. Monty's got control. So we go through, first things first, we get Richtofen, we put him in the machine. It's really sad, but we just end up making sure that the insurance policy doesn't exist, so we can't stay in the loop. And then, let's see, what was after that? Alpha Omega? Or no, we had Classified. So in Classified, what's happening there is Primus, you know, the new boys, they're trying to get Ultimus together. So Ultimus, after the moon stuff, what happens, Ultimus is essentially just sitting there at the moon base. You know, they get him. I'm trying to think. And then, oh, bro, that sucks. So essentially, Ultimus and Primus come together, and they do that because Richtofen and Nikolai both know that they have to kill everyone so that this world will continue without any remnants of the past. So that's where Nikolai does his big cheers and poisons everyone. Then he hands the pistol to Samantha, tells Eddie to turn away, and she shoots him. So that's everything done. They walk out, and obviously you do the Tag der Toten Easter egg, and Victus is just kind of sitting there in the dark. So that's kind of everything that happens. They use the device to destroy everything that ever happened in the Aether, so it no longer exists. The end.